like it must be Wednesday, 2021. I'm excited. This is Teacher Tony, and that is BSA Live. I don't know where you guys are in the squares. Let's put our hands together for everyone that made it to 2021. And I guess we had a new president take office today, so not getting into your political belief, but we do have a new president. So just to timestamp this particular episode. We have some new guests returning from last year. We have Georgia. Let's put our hands together for Georgia. And let's say hi to Pamela, who's returning. And again, Adrian Carr. Big round of applause. So Georgia, we're going to interview you really quick. If you could turn your mic on, we want to say hi to you. Welcome back and Happy New Year. How are you?
Absolutely wonderful. Happy New Year to you too. Thank you.
So we hear you've been watching us on YouTube on the reruns.
Oh, definitely. You guys are doing phenomenal. It's really incredible. I'll be driving down the street actually, and I put my phone, don't do this, but I'll put my phone right above where my speedometer is, and I can kind of watch you guys a little bit, and I will talk to you guys, and I'm like, oh, this, and then I'm like, they can't hear me. Okay. It's incredible. You guys are doing awesome.
I love it. So she called me and said, can she come back in? And I said, we would be honored. And we've got Pamela back, if we can interview you really quick. Pamela Kawada, how are you? Your mic's muted.
Hi, I'm great. I'm awesome. Just such a historical day.
Yes.
Just to dream big. And
well, welcome back. I know you had to jump off to get your son from fencing last weekend.
Oh yeah, because with COVID, you can't be there too long, and so I had to scoot up. I missed the ending. I was so sad.
You can always watch it on YouTube. Everything is on demand. So have you seen, just in the short time you've been watching, these kids mature and grow?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I mean, just from one show to the next, they take the notes so well, and I feel like they practice and really hone in on their skills. So I'm just super proud of every kid. They're so talented and so full of passion, and just the dedication and hard work they put in.
Well, I'm very excited to have you back as well. So welcome back. Adrian Carr, how are you, sir?
I'm great.
You got a nice little thing going there.
Yeah, showing my true colors.
I love it. I love it. So you've been coming back every week when you're not on set, and even when you're editing, you're still here, and we're really grateful for that. But today we're going to focus on directing from your Zoom box. So we're going to make these young actors understand the power they have of their own camera angles and lighting and all that. So you'll be directing that class, if that's okay?
Sure.
So why don't we just jump into a quick little video that Adrian directed at the LA Film School, which was Casa Kabul, but originally it was the original
Casablanca.
Casablanca, exactly. So he took something that was an amazing film, and he took it to film students and let them run the cameras and build the sets and do the sound and the makeup and everything. And so we're going to play that right now, Kendall, if you could screen share. And we're going to see what Adrian, and actually Adrian had a chance to act in it because one of the actors didn't show up. So we said, Adrian, do it. He's like, no. We're like, do it. And he did it. And he's amazing. And then I had a nice little acting part as well. I was an acting coach back then, and thought it would just be fun to do some acting with my former students. So Kendall, do you have that? Okay, so let's screen share. And this is a little sample of Adrian's work. Start at 3 minutes. And it's about a 2-minute video.
Sam, I've told you.
See what I found for you? A wandering escort. Mademoiselle, you were asking about Rick, and here he is. May I present?
Hello, Elsa.
Hello, Rick.
I see you know each other. Then may I present?
This is Victor Laszlo.
One hears a great deal about Rick and Kabul, and about Victor Lazo everywhere. Won't you join us for a drink?
Oh, no. Rick never drinks.
Yes, I will.
Abdul.
It's quite the interesting cafe. I congratulate you.
And I congratulate you.
What for?
Oh, your work.
Thank you. I try.
We all try, you succeed.
You know, I can't get over you two. She was asking about you earlier, Rick. In a way that made me extremely jealous.
I wasn't sure you were the same. Let's see. The last time we met.
Was it La Belle Aurore?
How nice you remembered. But of course, that was the day the Russians marched into Kabul.
Not an easy day to forget, was it?
No.
I remember every detail. The Soviets wore khaki and you wore blue.
Yes, I put that dress away. When the Russians march out, I'll wear it again.
Ilsa? I don't wish to be the one to say it, but it is getting late.
So it is, and we do have a curfew here in Kabul. It would not do for the chief of police to be seen drinking after hours and have to fine himself.
I hope we didn't overstay our welcome.
Not at all.
Let me.
It's my part.
Another precedent broken. This is a most interesting evening.
Well, we'll come again.
Anytime.
Will you say goodnight to Sam for me?
I will.
There's still no one that plays as time goes by like Sam.
It's been a long time since he's played it.
Good night.
Let me get you a cab. Late hours and all. Gasoline rationing.
All right, let's do a big round of applause for Adrian Carr. We'll go back to group view. Congratulations on that, Adrian. Why don't you tell us a little bit about what the experience was like, how you translated, and how you got these kids to do that, and what it was like to be an actor?
Well, this is the second time I had done Casablanca. We did it the first time traditional black and white and followed the script as it was written. And when they asked me to do another one, I said, can we swap it around, maybe update it, just so I had something better to do, gave myself some creativity and a different approach to the material. And these were students, the film students, who I think it was their first 3 to 4 months at the school. So they had no training and they didn't know what their majors were going to be, what their priorities were going to be, whether they're going to be DPs, directors, writers, editors, sound recorders, whatever. And we had heads of department who, our director of photography would light the scene, but the students all operated the cameras, from camera operating to dolly pushing to focus pulling, slate. Same with the first AD, boom operators, etc. They're all students without any real training. And for the actors, it was a little frustrating at times, because if the person stood up, the camera was too late and the actors would have to do it again. And then the actors may not get it right and the crew got it right. So there was a little frustration with getting the end result, but the end result stacks up against most television type things that you would see around today. And
what was it like being an actor?
Yeah. Yeah. We had an actor booked for the day, but someone in the production office at the LA Film School gave him the wrong day. And we were like, we came back from lunch ready to do this scene. And it's like, where is he? We can't find him anywhere. He's not in makeup. He's not, because he's so reliable. And he didn't know about it and he couldn't get there in time. So as they say, the show goes on. Yeah. And there were no other adult people around the school that could drop in and do the scene. Mm. So I had a reasonable grasp on the scene. And then they said, can you do it? Mm. So what you saw is what happened.
I think you were an amazing actor. What do you guys think? Adrian's a pretty good actor, isn't he? Big round of applause, and a great director. So he wants to start working with some of you guys. So once we get back out of COVID, we're going to start doing real scenes again like that and putting little reels together for you guys that you can add to your reel. Kendall, why don't you go to the Martin Scorsese link? I want you guys to see what some of the A-list directors say about acting and what they feel when it's working with other actors and what freedom they give other actors. Martin Scorsese, one of the top directors of all time. So go ahead and share this, Kendall, screen share. And then after that, we're going to actually show Ron Howard. Is it loading, Kendall?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what we're doing is, Avery, we're going to talk about directing for you, and then I can let you jump off after the directing section. We're going to start our acting classes today with Dominic. So Dominic, make sure you prep yourself and be ready to do your very big active commercial. This is just, you guys have probably seen it. It's Master Class. It's Martin Scorsese. And it's just, he's going to talk about what it's like to work with you guys.
If you don't get physically ill seeing your first rough cut, something's wrong. You always think you're not going to get physically ill, but you do. Now, if you're taking this class, you should have the bravery and ignorance of wanting to get something done. People think it's good editing if you can see it. Good editing is something else too, where you don't see it. Sometimes you think something is dreadfully wrong, and later when you look at it in the context of a cut, it might work. Well, in the case of production design, when you take it to Casino, the excess is what the film's about, the manic nature of it, splashing into the whole thing. We knew that it had a certain quality to it. That's contrasted later with the confrontations between Joe Pesci and Bob De Niro, and just the two of them in the desert arguing. You feel the change. There's nothing there. If the actors want to take a scene a certain place, I'll go with them there. There are things I know don't work immediately, but you shoot it because it's a process. If you had the time on set, I like to tell the actors to try anything. Have the time to fail. Just go ahead, try this, try that. You need that freedom. You need to give them that freedom. Well, of course, when I was younger, you didn't have cameras and that sort of thing. It was too expensive. This world of movie making, where these miraculous images and stories came from, really felt very distant. I had a teacher. He was the one to give me the confidence to become a filmmaker, to come from this other world and suddenly be able to express myself. If the machinery of it all seems too big and scary and overwhelming, it's great. You wake up in the morning and you do it anyway. You have to learn it yourself. You have to learn it going through that process. That's the greatest thing any teacher could give a student, the confidence and the inspiration to make you think, well, you know, it's crazy, but maybe I can do it. Now it's time to get to work. I'm Martin Scorsese, and this is my master class.
Perfect. Now let's go to Ron Howard. So go ahead and load that one up, Kendall. So as you guys see, one of the best directors of all times is saying he gives freedom to the actors. So if you guys come with something, they'll let you do it. But if you don't come with something, they're going to tell you what to do. So you might want to come with something and then make sure you stay within the guidelines of the character. But the freedom, you just heard a director tell you that, and Adrian's going to talk a little bit more about that. Adrian's taken both of those classes, by the way. So let's get Ron Howard up really quick, and then we're going to get into what we're doing today. So this is Ron Howard at Masterclass.
Understand one thing about directing, that every project you get involved in ultimately is just going to find its way to breaking your heart. They say there are only 7 stories. I think there might only be 1 story. We all understand stories. It makes us believe we can all direct, and we probably all can. We all have our own instincts. What we have to do is back up that instinct with something called craft. I really want to demystify the role of the director. I'm going to stage a scene and let you watch me work with the actors, and action.
I thought today was a huge improvement.
Are you nuts? Play to each other. Are you nuts? Okay. You know, a beat of looking this way. Have the courage to face them a little bit. Well, I thought it was great. Is this a moment of momentum and drive? Or is this the conclusion of something? You know all these things intuitively, but as a director, you have to move beyond your intuition. There is no more powerful tool than a great actor making a strong performance choice. Collaboration fails all the time. Everything we do in this process fails all the time. You're in this role as kind of editor-in-chief of a lot of ideas. That alone will never really make the movie work. We all want the same thing: a great moment, a great scene, a great movie. This is what it takes, right? Ultimately, you are the storyteller. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how big your crew is, it doesn't matter how much money you have to spend, it's what you're capturing inside the frame lines that's going to have this impact on the audience or not. Go out, find a story you love, and tell it. Very good work. I'm Ron Howard, and this is my master class.
Right. So now I want you to show the photo of the poster for a show that we're doing for Kelsey Lee. So go ahead and pull up that red poster. And this is where a producer comes in and we sell a show based on a poster. So this is a poster we made. I shot it with my cell phone camera. We found a cool location. Adrian shoots amazing photos, still photos as well. So this is just a little sample of what Kelsey Lee's show is going to be. And we found some cool colors, little phone booth. I got her into character. I made her laugh, snapped the photo, and then we built this. So we want to build some posters of you guys. So start thinking about different characters, and we're going to start doing posters for all of you young actors, okay? And build shows around you with Adrian and various other producers and directors and et cetera, et cetera. Kendall, go to some of the photos, and then we're going to jump right into Adrian and go right into the, oh yeah, we're going to do 50% off for anyone that signs up in January. You guys, if you're watching this and you want to be an actor or producer, director, whatever you may want to be, 50% off. Just let them know that you've been watching BSA Live on YouTube, and I will honor that for you guys. Okay, switch over to the other show run, and let's go do that really quick, and then we're going to go to Dominic and do our first performance, and then we'll get into the directing section with Adrian Carr. We're going to talk about your frame. We're going to talk about your lighting. We're going to talk about how you use your Zoom box, and that's what's coming up. So this is some promo that we're doing for BSA Live for you guys. Just some cool stuff. Those are some of my former friends, and then some of my former actors and some of the coaches that have been on, as you guys remember. Keep going. We'll flip through this, and these are some of the guests that came last year, all famous names, famous people in the industry, working a long time. I'm currently Paris Hilton's DJ. Keep going. These are all people I've had the pleasure of working with or meeting, and let's keep going. Keep going, keep going, keep going. More people, lots of people. This was a little jam session you guys did during the holidays, which was so much fun. I want to do more of those. If you want to bring out your musical talent, please do. I like harmonica playing, which Dom did. This is some of my successful students in the past. So from Van Mar to BCC to BSA, where we're currently, these are some of my former students. So they've all gone off to do amazing things, which we're going to do for you guys as well. Little mock magazines. I want to start making magazines and posters for you guys. Keep going. And we gave away some scholarships to Zach and Ethan. There's a little Ella and her brother with Adam Sandler, and keep going. You guys have seen this. Those of you that watch, little Faithlin. And there's little Zach. There's a set we built for Zach. We did a shoot for him, which came out well. And then, of course, our show is what it is. All right. So let's get in and see our first performance. So let's go back to the group view real quick. Big round of applause for everyone that's going to perform tonight. Dom, are you ready to go? Turn your mic on.
Let me just switch myself over to my set, and you'll be right over there.
All right, big round of applause. Our first performer of the night here at BSA Live. We are going to see a commercial. This is an infomercial, and he wrote it himself, and we worked on it today, and we'll see if he actually does what we did in class, and then we'll ask our coaches what they think. All right, let's go over to the main stage. Everyone mute your microphones. We're going to go to the main stage.
Okay, I'm going to take control right here. After being in quarantine for such a long time, I'm sure you're feeling the exact same way that I am. You've been isolating all by yourself, and you haven't had human contact in months. It's just a big problem in our life right now. But there's one thing I've learned about problems in life, is that there's always a solution. Hi, my name is Bob Robinson, and I have the solution for you. My solution for you is this wonderful little thing right here called the Quarantine Pal. This little buddy will get you through any of your situations. You can talk to him, you can hang out with him, and he will be your best pal for life. Now, good thing is, we have a deal going on right now. You can buy 2 of these wonderful things for 5 small payments of $5.99. That's right, 5 small payments of $5.99, and we will throw in some free shipping for you right now. Now let's go ahead and get over some testimonials from some pleased customers. Ever since I had my affair with the Queen, the King's been chasing me every single night. That's okay, because I have my quarantine pal to keep me safe at night. When my husband, the King, left me, I went to a peasant. Now that peasant has left me. Now all I have is my quarantine pal. My quarantine pal fills the void in my heart that they left. Oh, come here, baby. My wife left me for some peasants in the village. Now all I have is my quarantine pal. This quarantine pal does whatever I tell it to do. It's a very obedient wife. Go mop the floors. It also gives very good back rubs. Quarantine pal got me a wonderful job. YMCA. Quarantine pal may cause you to feel attracted to inanimate objects. Any feelings? Robinson Industries is not responsible for anything that may come as a result of these feelings. So go out and buy yourself a quarantine pal today. Once again, it's a great deal of 2 for the small price of $5.99. That's right, $599. It'll be your best buddy for life, am I right? Oh my God! Bygones now! Gosh darn!
All right, cut. Let's go to group view and give him a round of applause for his first attempt. My comment would be faster. You need to know your lines better. You need to get them faster transitions. That would be my comment. We'll go to the girls and then we'll go to Adrian. So let's start with Pamela. Any comments on what you witnessed? You're on mute, and here we go.
Unmute myself. Well, first and foremost, you're always such a delight to watch because I know you have so much creativity and passion in you, and kudos for that, for writing your own stuff. I would have been more distinct with each character. They all kind of muddle together. So, you know, your accents, you know, being a queen, being the king, you could have been more present and differentiated between all the different characters. And this is your first attempt. I know you'll practice. I know you'll work on it, and it's going to get better. So that's my main critique for you.
Thank you. I agree. We got to pick up your tempo, Dom. That would fix a lot, just going faster. Georgia, welcome back.
Wonderful job. That was awesome. That was really entertaining. A lot of fun to watch. I love the different voices and the different energies that came along with all of the different voices. I think the one thing that, or just a few little tiny points that could help make it better, right along with Tony, with the quicker transitions and kind of what Pamela was saying as well, trust yourself. So the characters, it kind of took a little bit to get into the character, but trust yourself in as that character and then let that character come out, because they're incredible characters that you've written in. And I think if you can trust that character, then it will shine that much more. Great job. Awesome work.
All right, Mr. Director. Adrian, you can take advantage as the director today on angles and anything you would do as a director that you were trying to get this in the can. So
okay. Following up on the comments that we just made, I agree totally on each one. Dominic, if one was to do this for an audition piece and not a Zoom class type situation, because the change of costumes and getting into the characters instantly, unless you're a master at it, it's always going to have a fumble effect. What if you do something like this for an audition? Take the time to lock your camera up as you have, mark your floor so you can always hit the same spot, and take each moment and create a character that's solid. Wardrobe change and attitude change. Shoot that piece, then cut, go up in different look. If it's the queen, put the lipstick on and dress and all that type of thing, and come back and do that piece. Break, come back again as the king, and the hick that tops and tails the show, the presenter who does the disclaimer. Just do them all as little individual mini pieces, that whether they're 10 seconds or 12 seconds, keep them really tight. And then you can just do flash cuts on each edit, so that the testimonials will then go through, and you can even put a super up, King Jerk Off or whatever you want to do, you know. And that way you'll present yourself on camera in a home audition situation with the characters all in place, and you be through in 30 seconds or 40 seconds, like an infomercial, and keep it at that pace. And but you're golden, man. I mean, you've got so much charisma.
I love it.
That would be my.
I love it. I love it. Big round of applause for our first performer. So, Kendall,
wrote and performed all in one day.
You wrote it in one day, you performed it in one day, and you showcased it in one day. So you're gifted. Now we got to tweak it so that it shows the polished version to the audience. And Adrian gave you some ideas, and we could show the link if you want to do this, and then we could show it like I'm about ready to show Avery. So Avery had an audition for Young and the Restless. Do you mind if I show this, Avery? Okay. So pull up Avery's Young and the Restless audition. And while she's loading that, I want Mila and Kendall, you're going to go next. So I want you guys to prep, but Mila's also Kendall's my stage director. So when you have Avery up, Avery's becoming a director, but he's also an actor, and he got a great opportunity to audition for Young and the Restless. Riker got to audition for General Hospital. So you guys are starting to get the big auditions. So they're watching us, and I'm friends with these casting directors. So I know they're watching you, and they're asking you to come in. So it's great. So congratulations. You ready, Kendall? Kendall? What's happening? You got slow internet today or something?
No, I had a lot of tabs open.
Okay, yeah, you know to close this. All right, so let's go over to the main stage. Are you ready? So Avery, I'm gonna talk to you really quick. Turn on your mic.
Yeah.
How old are you now?
17.
And you still want to be a director?
Yeah.
And an actor?
Yeah.
Okay, and are you filming stuff for your own little YouTube channel, little spoofs right now? I know you've done some fun Postmate, UPS stuff.
Yeah, I'm not really doing any small bits at the moment. I'm writing. I'm trying to put together a pilot for a TV show I'm writing.
So if we did a school like LA Film School did, where we showed Adrian's work, would you be willing to come in as a student director and direct some of our actors here with Adrian as your coach?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, so we're going to talk about that, guys. We're going to build something, write something made with Dom and Avery and Adrian. And then we're going to coach you guys, and we're going to get something on the can with you guys acting. That's the purpose, is to give you guys the power of your own career. So you ready, Kendall? Let's show a little audition. Avery acting. He's a great actor as well. And this was for Young and the Restless.
Did you find a cell phone on the table? Glitter on the case?
Kind of wanted to keep it. The phone, not the case.
Do I know you?
Kind of. Our families know each other. I'm Aaron Thompson.
Oh, yeah. I remember hearing about you.
Yeah, our families do go way back. I'm sure we probably met at gatherings at some point. You're Rachel Jones, right? I'm new in town. I was looking for my cousin. I'm supposed to be meeting you here soon. What happened to your hand?
Hot stove. Stupid me.
Really?
No.
You want to talk about it? No pressure if you don't.
I just trusted someone that I shouldn't have.
Well, I'm glad you're all right. And I'm glad I found your phone. Could have been someone else.
Someone who likes glitter? You gonna be around town for a while?
That's the plan. It was nice to meet you, Rachel.
Nice to meet you too.
Okay, big round of applause. Let's go to the group view real quick, Kendall. There was a delay on my end. Was there a delay on everybody's end? Or was it synced? It was synced or non-synced? Yeah, okay, so your mic's off, Adrian.
It was delayed.
Yeah, it was delayed. So that was Kendall's internet speed. So normally it plays. It's actually, Avery, just so you know, it's on the BSA channel. So if you guys want to see it at real speed, you can watch it on BSA Live. But with that being said, let's go to the coaches and their experience. I know it was a little delayed. It might be hard to critique it. So if this was an audition for you as a casting director for Young and the Restless, Pamela, what would you have thought about giving him a call back?
I thought he did great. The one feedback I would do is do more eye contact. I felt like he was looking around this way and he was, you know, talking to the lady. So I would have had a little more connection. Besides that, I thought it was a great audition.
Wonderful. And Georgia, let's see, would he get a call back from you?
I would definitely, yes, I would call him back. I think that you did a very good job, Avery, and I really liked how you had some really good pauses in there, which made me feel like you were considering what she was truthfully going through, and there was a bit of a connection between you and the woman, and that ended up creating feeling inside of it. I thought that was really good. Great job.
Thank you. And Adrian Carr, would you call him back as a director?
Yes, I would. First off, because of look, you have an arresting quality about you. What we would call it the it factor, or the camera just loves you. So, as Pamela was saying, and we've said it before, be careful of taking your eyes away from it. It takes our attention away from the screen, and the more contact you have, and that's what they look for. Because if you think of any soap operas, it's all eye contact. It's all, you know, betrayals or love or different passions that go on, and it's always connected. So whoever, was this done at home or professionally?
This was done professionally.
Right, because I was going to say, the background, perfect.
Yeah.
The lighting, couldn't get better for an audition. The sound quality, terrific. So there's no reason why people can't achieve this at home either. If you just look at what they did, it was very, very simple. And we can talk about that later on. So the choice of wardrobe was great. I mean, we could focus in on you. There was nothing to distract. Everything was on you. So it literally is just, I think, more eye contact. So the person who was reading, were they off camera a ways or by the camera?
Yeah, they were kind of behind a light, and it was pretty dark in the room, so I could only really see like their silhouette. So every time, the one time I looked away, like I was trying to reference, I'm like looking for my cousin still, and when I looked back, I didn't know where she was because it was hard to see her. But yeah.
Right. Okay. In an audition, you can always ask for the talent to be close to camera if you wish. Never feel, I mean, an audition is your time. You're giving up your life, your 5 minutes of your life to come in and perform for them. So it's your time, not theirs. They're just hoping that we're going to find the right person right then. So anything that's going to make your audition better for you, it's like, could you just stay closer to the camera for me? That way I know where you are. If I do look away, I know I can come back to you and not at the camera or where the hell are you?
Yeah.
I can lock in on you. No, I would definitely call you back on that. And I would give you notes to take away. And then if I saw if I was the casting director, I would give you notes there and then in the room and say, could you try one more take? I think you got it. You know, it's all there, man.
All right, big round of applause for Avery Davis. Congratulations. Thank you for showing up today. He's a graduate of the BSA school. He was with me before BSA Live, so he's definitely a graduate, and we always are happy when our graduates come back and work with you guys. This is the class of 2021. All right, with that being said, Kendall and Mila, are you ready to go up and perform for us today?
Ready.
Okay, last week we took a script and we had you guys do characters and then we switched the characters. Are you willing to do that again this week?
Sure.
Okay, so let's start with, we talked about which ones to start with, all right? So start with the first characters you guys have worked, and then we're gonna flip the script, and you're gonna start with the other character, then perform the other characters. Okay?
Yeah.
You guys know which one, you're both on the same page? You know what you're starting with? Okay, and you remember K and A? Those mean anything to you guys, K&A?
Yes.
Okay, those for our audience are triggers. We came up with letters that we worked some method, sense memory with them, and those letters trigger them. And all I got to do as a director is say K, A. And if they're in tune, which I think they are, those should trigger them. All right, so let's mute our microphones. Big round of applause. Let's go over to the main stage. Everyone over to the main stage and mute your own mics. Someone grab the camera too. So take command of the camera.
All right. Okay, I think my line is first. Hey.
Hey, you're Izzy, right? Oh, I'm Casey. I'm sure you already know that by now because I'm like really nervous right now. I'm the new kid from Newton.
Look, new kid from Newton.
My name's Casey, by the way.
I'm sure you were the hot shit at your last school. But here things are a little bit different.
Warm welcome. They should actually put you in the orientation video.
I've heard about you.
Good things?
Considering that you punched a girl in the face and got suspended, yeah, I'd say no. And also I've worked my ass off to build this team and I'm not looking for any drama.
Oh, I don't want any drama either.
Don't care. Just handle yourself.
Coach told me that you were gonna show me around. Is that...
Actually, classes are that way, and you should be good. Good luck.
Oh, okay. Super helpful.
Okay, take a beat and switch characters. Take a breath. Find your backstory on each character. Take your time. Someone grab the camera so it's on you. And when you're ready, go.
Hey.
Hey, you're Izzy, right? I'm Casey. Sure, you probably know that already. I'm sorry, I'm just nervous. But I'm the new kid from Newton. So.
Okay. You look new kid from Newton. I don't know where you.
Casey's the name, actually.
Okay, yeah. I'm sure you were really hot shit at your last crappy school. But, here things are a little bit different.
Wow, okay. Warm welcome. They should put you in the school orientation video.
Heard about you.
Good things?
Well, you did punch a girl in the face and get suspended. So no.
Anything else?
Well, I worked my ass off to build this team, and I do not want any drama.
Look, I'm not looking for any drama either, okay?
Don't care. Just handle yourself.
Yeah. So, Coach said that you were gonna show me around. Is that still happening, or?
Yeah, classes are that way. Good luck.
Okay, yeah, that's super helpful. Great.
All right, let's go back to group view. Once we get over there, Kendall, get us over there. Big round of applause for these actors. Put them on the spot, playing both characters. The more you guys know both characters, you know each other's line, you know your cue lines, you know your subtext, your backstory, all the stuff we work at. Again, last week we didn't know which way we'd want you, which way we'd cast you. This week it's even harder for me to, we're gonna ask our coaches, which role would you cast him in? Let's start with Georgia.
Awesome job, by the way. Dang, I just went back to high school. That was phenomenal. Where would I cast you guys? I think that I liked you guys better the second way.
Okay.
We agree. All of us agree on that. Okay. Do you have any notes for me before we go to Pamela?
The only real note that I had was the very first time was for Kendall. You did a very phenomenal job the second time being really mean. Nice work. On the very first time though, I wanted more snapback at Mila. So just a little bit more attitude at the very end.
Thank you so much. Pamela, any comments on which way you'd cast him if you'd cast him? And would you have to bring him back for a callback to answer that?
I actually like the first better.
Mm-hmm.
I thought Ella was the mean girl, like, oh no, you didn't, you know?
Mila, right? Mila?
Yeah, Mila, yes. And then with Kendall, I thought the first time around you were too, because you're such a bubbly, sweet, like, lovable person, and that was exuding out of you rather than the character itself. Like, you were smiling too much. I felt like you could have delved into the character more and been more of that, you know, girl that's reacting to this mean girl. You know, you're the new girl, you're trying to like get her to like you, but you want to act cool. So like there's all these emotions, and I wanted to see it in your face, and I saw more like Kendall, the cute, smiley, bubbly, like lovable Kendall. I think you could have dug more into your character and like owned it more. And I think it comes with more with just preparing and just like feeling that character. But Ella, you nailed it with that mean girl. Like I was like, oh,
Mila.
No. Yeah, Mila. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Next.
Yeah. So I thought you guys both did a great job in preparing, and I think those are my notes for you guys. But great job.
Thank you, Pamela. Let's go to our director. Mr. Director, what would you have liked to see different, or what did you like?
Okay, when I saw the first one go through, I thought it's the perfect visual casting. Because Mila has eyes that can be warm or cold and chilling. So you can get this instant. If you were looking for typecasting, immediately you can see it right there. You know, the new girl who's just coming in, she's got some baggage with her, and the power play that goes on. When you switch the roles, you see the flip side of Mila's abilities as a young, fresh person coming into a new school, and you can see Kendall's shift to the more dour character, not letting this person in, which I think worked for the drama. When I saw my initial reaction to the end, I went, wow, okay. That's what the first one should have been like. So I think if you were to go back to the other way, having just experienced what you've just done, it would be interesting to see the first time replayed again, knowing, one, you're more familiar with the dialogue again immediately, and going more back to what people would expect when you're looking at the casting side of things. But I thought the performances were better in the second take. From both of you. The first take, I think you're cast correctly, and I would work with the actors on that. And I think it's a really good exercise if the actors do know each other's dialogue. It could be a really good exercise as a director or a casting director, say, can just switch the roles and then take them back again and then switch them back and see how it goes. If you have the time to do that. I mean, it's an interesting process.
Well, thank you, Adrian. Thank you, coaches. So what we're trying to do is develop our stage show that we're going to start filming on a real stage. And last week, Ella had a wonderful mishap, and they didn't break character. Her little brother ran through with his bare butt, and his mom ran through to get him, and the cat jumped on, and then Kendall's cat jumped on the computer, but they didn't break character. So Adrian and I decided to write that into the competition show that we're building. And so now we're going to throw on a sitcom stage, we're going to throw little things at you, and you're going to have to stay in character and not break character. Somebody might drop water on your co-star's head who is actually a stunt person and you didn't know it, and you have to stay in character because you didn't rehearse that on stage. In this situation, the casting director for this audition might flip the role on you, and you guys got to be ready to do the other characters. So we're looking for ways to challenge you as actors and to make it entertaining for our viewers, our coaches, our judges, and our teachers. So this is the development stage of this new show we're going to do, guys. So thank you for helping us develop the show here at BSA Live on this YouTube platform. So if I was on American Idol, we would go to the coaches now and say, do they get to move on to the next round? Pamela, would you move them to the next round?
Let me unmute myself. Yes, of course. I would definitely move them to the next round.
All right. Georgia, would you move to the next round?
I'd have to say yes. 2 thumbs up. On to the next round.
And Adrian Carr, would you move him to the next round?
Definitely.
And I would come in with the golden buzzer, going to Hollywood. You see the show? You guys see what's happening, what we're developing? So this is the formation of what we're trying to do. Adrian and I are talking daily, and we're going to get it tightened, and we're going to go film it. Maybe February or March. That's the goal, but we'll see. With that being said, good job, Mila. Good job, Kendall. I'm really proud of you. You guys are putting hard work in, okay? See what happens when you focus? It pays off, okay? So we're going to go to Ella and Kendall. I know you're on the spot, Kendall, because you're running the stage as well. So Kendall's doing triple duty today. Ella, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, you're on the East Coast. It's 3 hours ahead, so she's a dedicated actor. It's almost 10 o'clock for her. She's how old?
I'm 12.
She's 12, so this is staying up late for you. What are you doing today? Are you doing the same scene as last week or a new scene?
Yeah, no, it's a new scene. It's from the new Disney Pixar movie Soul.
Wow.
And I'm doing it with Kendall.
So are these characters, if anyone hasn't seen Soul, these are actually souls. These are actually spiritual characters getting ready to go into a physical body, if I'm correct, yes?
Yes, one person is a human and one person is, well, I shouldn't say person. One soul is a soul. That's
so
Kendall.
It's kind of like reincarnation. If you guys haven't seen the series, please watch it. We're giving endorsements to Disney. Not that they need our endorsement, but we are endorsing it. Okay, thank you, Disney. So you guys ready? Let's get them on the main stage. Big round of applause for our next 2 performers. And mute your mics, mute your mics. We're going to see you guys on the main stage.
You know, I'm sure your life was like amazing and you did amazing things, but you know, here's what we're gonna do, okay? We're gonna sit here in silence for a little bit and then we're gonna go back outside and you're gonna tell them that you tried, and then I'm gonna go back to living my non-life and you are gonna go to the great beyond.
No, 22, listen to me.
Okay, no. I mean, talk if you want, but it's not gonna work. I've had thousands of mentors who tried and they hate me.
Come on, just help me. I'm lost. I have no clue who I'm with or where I am. I have no clue what I'm even doing.
Yeah, thanks, Doc, but no thanks. I've heard about Earth and it's not, I don't want any trouble with it.
Come on, don't you want to know about your past?
Well, I'm comfortable up here. You know, I have my little routine and I do my little puzzles, and then once a week they have me go to these youth seminars. But that's it. It's not great, but I know what to expect.
Okay, can I be honest with you? I am not a mentor, let alone a professional at all.
Not a mentor? Oh! Reverse psychology. You're a good doctor, aren't you?
No, okay. Well, is there any way to show a different life up here, like other than these really boring careers?
No.
Great. I'm stuck.
All right, I think that's a cut spot. Let's go to the group view. And even if it wasn't, I apologize, and give them a big round of applause. All right, you guys, this for me, being honest, was a little dry. You guys weren't doing any business. You weren't utilizing your space. We're gonna have Adrian talk about how you can utilize the Zoom space, zoom in, zoom out, your medium shot, your extreme close-up, your master shot, you know, your moving into frame, your dirty overs. We're gonna talk about that as well. But it was very dry, okay? Kendall, you've had 3 scenes. That's a lot of lines to do, and you're running the stage direction. So the fact that you could do this is amazing, okay? Ella, you're amazing every single week, but I want to take you to the next level now, okay? So for me, it was dry. It needs flavor. It needs seasoning. With that being said, let's go to Pamela.
First and foremost, you 2 ladies are just so adorable. And every week, I feel like you guys try your best and you come prepared. I think you could have delved into the characters more. I think it was maybe what you chose. I totally have to agree with Tony that it was dry. It like lacked like oomph and like power and fun and just getting really into the scene itself. So maybe it would be a different scene to pick. It didn't feel as energetic and communicative between each other. It was a little flat. But I know you guys could do better, and I know you could pick maybe a different material that's more suited for both of you. But great job in the dedication and putting in the work, both of you guys. And I just want to say one thing about Kendall. Kendall, you're such a natural. Like when you're very just natural and easy when you act, and just sometimes just be careful. And with a certain character, you might need to like oomph it up a little bit more. And Ella, you're just such a sweetheart to watch. So, but great job, ladies.
Awesome. Thank you, Pamela. You're so spot on, Pamela. I got to tell you, every week, you know, I just getting to know you, but you definitely have a very sharp eye. So thank you for keep coming back. You guys, kids, this is invaluable what they're sharing with you. Georgia, thank you for coming back as well.
Definitely. Yeah, I agree with Pamela. That was great feedback, definitely. And I think you guys did a really, really good job. It's so fun to watch you guys, and you really are doing a phenomenal job. I have seen Soul, and I really like it. And one of the things that I felt could have improved this right here would have been with Ella. I kind of wanted to feel the confusion that the man has and the desperation that he has. He is trying to encourage Kendall, but also try and figure all these things out and understand everything. And I wanted to feel more of that, that desperation for Kendall. You have a really, really cool personality, and I feel like with a lot of the characters that you play, you have the ability to get in and be snooty sometimes and kind of bring that character. And I wanted to see a little bit more of that snooty resistance from your character. And that's, if we could work on those things, then we might be able to uplift that scene. But I do feel like that scene would still work really well for both of you.
Perfect, thank you. I'm gonna try something a little different. Avery, my young director, my protege, my little trainer, DGA trainee, what would you say?
I'd say I watched Soul as well. Sorry, my mom just took my dogs in. I watched Soul as well, and I thought it was pretty, I think it needs a bit faster pace. I think for the lines to be a little quicker. You stacking over each other, I think, would have brought more energy to it naturally without you guys having to try, really. But yeah, I think the confusion really brings that anyways. So if you're confused, you don't really slow down. If you really take the time to like understand that you're confused, you have no idea why you're here, and you want to get back. So even me saying that, right, like I sped up my tone, so it speeds it up naturally without you having to put much effort into it. And I think that would handle that part.
Thank you, Avery. I might start calling on you more, Avery. If you want to start coaching like this, I'd be honored to have you as a director's point of view. And you're a great actor, so you would have a lot of insight. So you're always welcome to come on as a coach, as a graduate of BSA. And everyone that graduates BSA, please come back. Adrian Carr, graduate of Vanmar Academy and the BCC school, and many, many years before you met me. You're on mute, but share with us what you're thinking.
Okay, I have not seen Soul, though I do wish to see it at some point. Kendall, how long has your soul been in the spirit world?
Years.
And is your soul jaded, bored, frustrated?
No.
What's your soul's aim in spirit world?
She wants to stay there. She doesn't want to go to Earth.
And Ella, what is your soul's responsibility?
Well, my character is a human, and he got stuck up in the spirit world, and he's with 22, the other spirit, and he really needs to get down back to Earth, but he needs her help. So he's really confused. He booked a huge music gig at like 7, and he needs to get back by then. This is like is a huge deal.
Okay, so there's a is this the first scene where he's arrived in the spirit world?
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes, probably 10 or 5 minutes before or after he arrived.
Okay, so he's still trying to assess this space. Okay, so as Pamela and
Georgia
were saying, you know, the confusion could be played up a lot more. But on top of that, you go, you know, stack it, is the ticking clock. So there's a manicness, even with the frustration that's going on and the confusion of, like, you know, where you are, the disorientation. But there's a driving force behind, I got to get out of here. I don't belong here. I don't know how I got here. I got to get out of here. So you have this constant push. And Kendall can, you know, push back on that and go, hey, yeah, it's, what's the problem? You know, this is really cool here. And it's like, she's not seeing what your problem is. But Kendall, do you realize that Ella's a human?
Yes.
So how did a human get caught up in your world, and how does that make you feel if it's not a spirit, another soul?
I just don't want to go to Earth, so I don't really care if it's a human or not. Anybody that's
why would you have to go to Earth?
Because I feel like there's nothing for me there. There's nothing that sparks me.
Why do you think you would have to go to Earth? To help her? To help Ella?
To help her, to have her help her get her life back.
Now, is that your job as a soul?
No, it's not.
So why is there an attraction to that character? Because I know it's a guy in the movie.
No, there's no attraction. I like him as a friend, and kind of like, because the soul is technically a baby still, so kind of like a father figure to the soul.
Hang on, who's the father figure?
So Ella's character is a guy
but
who's
she's not a
much
soul.
older.
But she's not a soul.
No.
Okay. and that's why I'm trying to get to understand where these characters are, so that you know how to play them against each other.
Yeah, and so I'm going to jump in really quick, Adrian. I just think it's miscasting, like what was mentioned earlier. So we could tweak it, but I just think we're going to go around real quick. I would, if I was a judge, I would say, no, you guys are not going on to the next level. And I'm just telling you what I think on this performance. Pamela, what would you say? Would they not go to the next level?
I would. Talent is there, but it's miscasting. I don't think it was the right script or the right scene for you two, and it just wasn't conveyed. But talent is there.
And this is just for the show, to show what we're doing. You guys are great actors.
Just for this scene, not the other scenes you've done, but just for this scene.
Exactly my point. Georgia, would you, on this scene, not the actors or people, would you push them to the next level?
I love you both, but I would not. I would not have moved you guys to the next.
Yeah, this is the hard part of the show. And Adrian, would you let them go to the next level?
Based on this one scene, no.
Now, here's what I want to point out. This is what happens in casting. You guys could be brilliant and amazing, and unless the casting director has a relationship with you, they may never call you back. So you always want to make sure your material and your auditions, you're putting the time in so that a casting director likes you and goes, oh, you're going to be in my files for every audition I have if you're physically right. And then they just go, okay, they were maybe off that day. And that's why it's important to have relationships. And Georgia, I know you had your hand up.
So just to share with you guys, I am a speaker and I have spoken all over the world. And I have also applied to speak in front of audiences, and I will submit some information, and I have been denied before to speak. And then I will learn and I will grow from that situation, and I will go back and I'll apply the next year to speak at the same conference just the following year. And they will invite me in because they're able to see my improvement, and I'm able to learn from the feedback that they gave me previously. So, you know, I make mistakes too. We all do.
I agree.
Keep up the good work though.
Yes, Adrian.
Yeah, when you look at a lot of these talent shows for dance and performing, you see them the actor or the dancers perform, they're given a particular dance number to do it maybe out of their range. But sometimes the dance and the choreographers screw up. You know, they push these dancers to a point where they're not at that level that they can cope with that speciality. And doing a scene like this, it's like someone gave you the wrong script.
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen your work. And, you know, you might have what they call you may get a saving grace moment where they say, give us a 30-second monologue to see if you've lost it or if you still have it. And always have one of those in your back pocket. It's your, whether it's drama or comedy or pathos, you get 30 seconds to save yourself, to show that it wasn't me, it was the material or how it was choreographed or how it was directed. Because we've seen you go through it. The judges would say, after 9 weeks of doing stuff, it's like, we're not going to blow you off because of one bad piece of tape, but you have to earn the right to be on here next week.
Right. And with that being said, Adrian, Ella, pull out a monologue and let's go to the main stage. This is where we pull it out of our back pocket because we're always prepared. And it can be your Harry Potter. That's okay if you do it again. Main stage, let's see if she can save herself. Kendall saved herself with the other two performances and stage directing, so you're saved, Kendall. Let's see if we can save Ella for next week. So main stage, mute your mics.
Have any of you seen a toad? A boy named Neville's lost one. Oh, you're doing magic. Well, let's see it then. Are you sure that's a real spell? It's not very good, is it? I've tried a few simple spells myself, and they've all worked for me. For example, Oculus Reparo. That's better, isn't it? Holy cricket! You're Harry Potter. I'm Hermione Granger, and you are... Pleasure. Well, nobody in my family's magic at all, so it was ever such a surprise when I got my letter. And I'm so pleased, of course. Now, I expect we'll be arriving soon, so you two better put on your robes. Oh, and by the way, you've got dirt on your nose. Just there. Did you know?
All right, let's get over to the group again, Kendall. Big round of applause. I would let that get you through next week. I don't know, let's go to Pamela. Would that get her through to next week?
Yes, it would get her through the next week. I would make a note though. I would try to do more eye contact. I wasn't sure which way you were looking. You were sometimes looking this way, then you were looking there. So I was confused to what direction you were talking to the person. So I would work on that. But
there were actually two people. There's one person right there and one person right there. That's why.
I think you should have made it more distinct.
Okay.
I was a little bit confused, and this was the second time I've seen this. But you have this je ne sais quoi about you that's priceless, and I would move you in for that. But I think you could work on the monologue more. I think you could perfect it, learn the character more, and then really get your stage direction down. I think maybe Adrian would have some great notes for that, being the director.
Well, thank you, Pamela. Georgia, would you allow her to go to the next week? Did we save her?
I would definitely move her to next week. That was fantastic. And I loved it when you said all snooty like pleasure. That was fantastic.
Thank you, Georgia. And Adrian, Carr, you have any comments?
You can go through to next week.
Yay, big round of applause.
But picking up on what Pamela was saying, you just spread the characters too wide. I think that you were looking too far off. If you make it there and there, so that they're right there, beside you, and that would, I think, it's just really a shift of eyes, so that it's not so big, and then you get the different characters. That's the only thing that I would say. But no, you would go through.
Thank you. Kevin Gallagher just joined us. Welcome back, Kevin. Avery, comment. Would you let him go through?
Yeah.
Okay, man of many words. All right, let's hear it. Let's hear it for Grace and Kendall. We're going to go to Ethan. Ethan, turn on your camera. Are you ready, sir?
Yeah, I've been practicing.
What are you doing? What are you doing? A monologue, obviously.
I'm doing my old monologue.
Okay, that's good. And you're not going to whine this week, which you've broken, thank God. You're going to use your space, right? You're going to be in the moment and really see these characters, all the stuff we've worked on for the last couple months, yes?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. Big round of applause over to the main stage. This is Ethan. Mute your mics.
Jordan, why do you have to be such a loser to me all the time? You literally treat me like dirt. It's like we're not even brothers. You never, ever want to hang out. You're always so rude to me. Especially when you're with your stupid friends. I'm even in the same room with you when your friends stop over. You always tell me to leave. It's my house too, and I don't have to go into another room just because you say so. Just because you're older doesn't make you the boss of me. You are never, ever there for me. Not even as a friend, let alone a brother. Seriously. You don't even know who I am. We live together. It's stupid. It is. I hope that one day you stop trying to be so cool and start treating me like someone you actually care about in your life. Nothing would be cooler, more important to me than that. Just so you know.
All right, cut. Let's get him back in the group. Let's go back to group, Kendall. Big round of applause. Ethan, I've got to be hard on you, bro. You're reading, right? You don't have it memorized?
I haven't remembered, because it was such a long time ago. So
that's okay. Did you switch the monologue just last minute because you felt the pressure, or, I mean?
No. I thought of it at 3.
Okay.
So 4 hours ago.
Okay. So here's some basics. There's 7 days in the week. We're on Wednesday. You guys should know what you're doing for next week's class tomorrow. You should be rehearsing with your scene partners tomorrow. You guys should not wait until today or yesterday to prep for today. That's just what a professional does, okay? Soap operas, you're getting pages and pages of lines the next day in your dressing room, and you need to have it ready the next day, presentable. And you've had this monologue for a long time. So you're still fairly young, and I just adore you. You're on a scholarship. And I really know you have such a great look and a personality, and you have something in you I want to bring out. I know it's in you. I don't want to be hard on you where you quit, right? So you're not going to quit on me, right? All right, and you're ready to buckle down, and we want to have a breakthrough. I know it's in you, but I just didn't see it this week, okay? Because you're reading. Okay. But once you get the thing memorized and get off book, that's when all the magic happens. If you're on book, you're kind of attached to a crutch. But as soon as you're off book, that's when we really can start working with you. So it really doesn't make any sense to critique you now because you're on book. Does it make sense?
Yeah. I'm trying to memorize it. I memorized almost halfway through. So
I know, and you've got quick memory. I've worked with you. You can memorize in a day. But you're busy. You guys are all in school. I know you're all in school. Kendall's at freaking Harvard. She's 16. She just had a birthday. Studying Harvard law or contracts or something. You guys are working really hard. I understand that. Mila's doing her album. And by the way, cue up Mila's song for us next. So I understand. So I'm not going to put you through the ringer. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to critique you. We're not going to do any of that. But what I need you to do is I need you to save yourself and do this again next week memorized.
Okay.
You want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm your cheerleader. I believe in you. That's why I keep putting you up. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Adrian, go ahead. You can say something.
Yeah, Ethan. Just before you go into it again, can you just say a couple of the lines very quickly for me? But be angry and actually go full-throated at your brother.
You are never there for me, not even as a friend, let alone a brother. Seriously, you don't even know who I am. And we live together.
One of the earlier parts where you're, when you got your friends over and you're ignoring me.
Okay. who literally treat me. Wait, sorry.
That's all right.
You never want to hang out, and you're always so rude to me, especially when you're with your stupid friends.
Okay, now I want you to be angry. Shout at him.
Okay.
Don't hold back in the back of the throat. Let it go.
You never want to hang out, and you're always so mean to me, especially when you're with your stupid friends.
Your stupid friends. Hit him with it.
Especially when you're with your stupid friends. I'm even in the same room with you when your friends stop over. You always tell me to leave.
You always tell me to leave. Go for it.
You always tell me to leave. It's my house too, and I don't
my house
go to another room just because you say so. Just because you're older doesn't make you the boss.
You're holding it all back in here. You're holding it all back in here. Let it out.
Okay. You never want to hang out, and you're always so mean to me, especially when you're with your stupid friends. God forbid, I'm even in the same room with you when your friends stop over. You always tell me to leave.
Always. Come on.
It's my house too, and I don't have to go into another room just because you say so. Just because you're older doesn't make you the boss of me.
Okay. You're heading in the right direction. But you're still got to, I mean, you're very young, and it's taking you out of your safety realm. And don't be apologetic. This is your house too. This is my room, my house, and go for it. Okay? That's where I think you're going to be a breakthrough. I think it's a little timid.
Thank you, Adrian. I really appreciate that exercise. That's what directors would do with you. And that's in an audition. They want to see if you can listen and work with them. Avery, we had this situation with you, and we came up with a spitball on a straw. Remember that? And you're like, what's a spitball? And once you figured it out and you started getting involved in your business, you stopped thinking about you, and you had a huge breakthrough as an actor. But you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I wanted to say, I know what it is. I've been through that. I've had that wall. I've had to break it down. It's hard to crawl out of your safe space and actually let go of it. There's something there. But you just gotta punch it and throw it out and say, just let me do what I have to do. Because it feels so good when you do it and you're done with it and you're like, oh.
That's my Avery. We worked hard because Avery's so put together. He's got it together. And I had to make him get dirty, figuratively dirty. And we did the spitball. And that was a huge breakthrough. And he's just been having breakthroughs one after another after another. So Ethan, trust him. He's a mentor. He could really help you. So let's go real quick to Pamela and then Georgia.
Oh, Ethan, I just wanted to say, I think you have this talent inside you. Maybe what you should do is be in your room and improvise. Like, be angry, like, just let it all out. And I think it's just maybe you're a little afraid, and it's okay to make mistakes. It's okay, to not fully maybe believe in yourself. I would just go for it. Try improvising, being mad, being happy. I think you just need to own your feelings more. Just believe in yourself. You can do it. You can do it. We all believe in you. It's inside of you. Just let it out. Just scream. Just be angry. Like, brother, you're not the brother that you've been. Just like let it all out. It's okay.
Nope.
Go big or go home.
I love it. Oh, that's why we're glad when Pamela comes back. Georgia, any comments? And then Kevin, I'll say hi to you really quick, and then we're going to play Mila's music because Mila's multi-talented. She's a triple threat.
Yeah, it was awesome, actually, Ethan, to see you come on and do this same one, because you did this one when I was on last time. And afterward, I had actually sent Tony a video to show you. So I'm not sure if you were able to watch that, but one of the things, because I was kind of stuck in that same that same thing that Avery was talking about, and I feel kind of might be holding you back a little bit, is not wanting to show who you are or be bigger than you kind of feel that you are. And one of the things that I had to do was I had to think of a time when I got in a massive fight with somebody. And for me, that was my dad. And we would get in screaming matches when I was younger. And so for me to bring that power out of me, I had to go back to that moment and I had to face him and I had to let it out. And I feel just a thought would be, I would suggest that if you can find a moment when you have truthfully gotten like down and dirty and just said, ugh, and go to that moment, that might help you with this scene.
I think so. Wise words from our coaches, our directors. Do you have final words, Avery?
Yeah, just to add on to that, that's pretty much all of your like dirty and gritty scenes is going back to something that, because everyone has those moments. Everybody has a moment where they're just so fed up and pissed off that they let their entire soul out onto the other thing or person that they're talking to. And sometimes you just got to go back to that. And you got to sit in it for a little bit because it needs to come back to you. And as soon as it's at its peak, fired up. That's when it goes out.
Avery, you have no idea how proud I am to hear you talk like this. We worked with you for years, and I'm very proud of you, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're going to be a great director, and you're an awesome actor. Kevin Gallagher, Happy New Year. Hope you're feeling better. You want to say hi to everybody? You're on mute. Get him up. There you go. How you doing, Kevin?
Here we go. Yeah, just a bit late today, having a very happy day. And as far as this last scene, it was great, except you got to be more personal, pissed off at them, and you did this, and you get right, like Adrian said. Just
yeah.
You're not performing a scene. You're mad at them. Forget about us.
That's Kevin Gallagher. That's my pirate.
Hey.
All right, guys. So that wraps the official part of the show. We're going to play Mila's music to show our actors are triple threats. They dance, they sing, they perform, and then we're going to go and say hi and bye to everybody. And so we'll do our little thank you gratitude list, and then we'll end the show. It's it'll be about an hour and a half show. I'm still trying to get it down to an hour. We'll get it there. This is Mila. This is a cover, but this is her rendition of it. She's got an album coming out. Make sure you check it out, buy it, support her. She is going to be a huge singing star, in my opinion. But let's see what you guys think of her music.
Go ahead, just tell me I'm to blame. Know you need attention, someone you can hold while I'm away. And I'm scared, I'm horrified of change. Know you want a child, we can talk it out. Mama used to say, boy, love isn't easy, it's hard. She said, boy, love isn't easy, it's hard. Boy, see everyone leaves and your heart breaks. But I still hold on. I still hold on. I think I got the message for a while. I disconnect and keep the heart safe. I replicate emotion, medicate in doses that can help me feel the same way. It's easier to say we're just friends. A generation made us that way. The type of friends who love, but when they fall in love, they're too afraid to say. But I still.
All right, let's take the rest. I'd like to purchase the rest. Let's go back to the group view. Big round of applause for Mila. That is an amazing rendition. I saw you singing along. That's what I was hoping you were going to do. Mila, let's turn your mic on. How have you been doing in your music world?
So, okay, I started doing music last year, and it was pretty much because of COVID. Because I mean, that sounds like horrible to say, but if it weren't for COVID, I would have never gotten around to doing it, because I had so much on my hands. But I started getting into it and started working with a producer, and we're like, okay, I'll put some covers out and I'll start making some originals. So I'm writing an original right now with my producer, and I've been really enjoying it. My parents are musicians, and my grandparents are musicians. Like everybody in my family are classical musicians. So I was like, okay, the rest of my life I was like, okay, so am I gonna just not do music, or what's up with that? But I found my passion as far as the music world goes.
So Mila, do you see in acting how you can apply a character to a voice that you're singing with passion because you're telling a story?
Yeah, absolutely.
And how acting actually is helping your music?
Yeah, no, 100%. I'm taking a class that the coach is talking about, having a story that you connect with that song, so that when you're singing, it's like coming from a real place, and it's the same thing with acting. So it's like, it's true what they say, like everything comes together.
It's all in the arts, even painters. I saw a performance at Van Mar, Adrian and our other school, and she was a dancer. And she told a story in her dance better than some of the best actors I've ever seen. We knew exactly what she was feeling, what she wanted, what was hurting her, and it was just dance. So you guys, you got to really understand, this transcends all art, okay? And whatever art form it is, this breakdown that we're doing here at BSA Live and stuff that I've gotten from the greats. Adrian used to be my coach. So let's save the comments for Mila till the end. And let's see if I can put Dom on the spot and play some harmonica. Do you have a harmonica there real quick? And then we're going to go and do the gratitude and then end the show. So
yes,
I'm putting Dom on the spot. He's a magical harmonica player. And this
switch my mic so it's
you saw him last week, but you're going to see it live. You said you have it?
Yes, do. Let me just switch my mic.
Absolutely. So this is Dom. And I don't know, you want him on the main stage or the group stage, Adrian? What do you think, Mr. Director?
Group.
All right, keep him on the group. So Dom,
So we can all laugh at him, or we can all go.
Watch each other's. Yeah. All right, Kendall. So make sure you keep on the group. All right, Dom, take it away. Okay. Dom, it's not translating through the mic.
Hold on. I just turned on original sound. I forgot to do that. That makes it so it goes through.
Okay, let's see what we got now. Switch styles now. Do another style for me, and he's got a couple styles. So switch it up. If you have a talent and I don't know about it, let me know. Showcase your talent. People watch this show. You never know what it's going to do for you. Plus, it entertains me, and I like that. All right, guys, that wraps our show. We're going to go around and tell our guests thank you, and then we're going to listen to our guests' comments. So let's start with our, let's go Ethan. Ethan, tell us what you thought of today's show and what you think of our returning guests.
I really enjoyed the feedback. I know it was just it was not a cold read, but it was just a little weird because I didn't I just got it that I had to do a monologue. So I felt up for it because I went back to and saw how I did my version of what I did back then of my monologue, and then it just I still need to keep working on it.
Okay.
And then I like the feedback. It really helped me, like when Adrian said I need to be louder, clearer, and then I still need to fix my boxes and like how tall I am, and yeah.
Just keep coming back, Ethan. We see it in you, and we're going to bring it out of you. The whole family is going to bring it out. So it takes a village to raise a child, but it takes a child to raise a village. All right, guys, that's my wisdom for the day. Let's go to Ella Grace.
Hi, judges. Thank you so much for coming again. All three of you have returned, and it makes me so happy. It makes me feel like you guys just love our performances. And thank you so much for all the important feedback. It really, really helps me build up to be a better actress. And thank you so much. I hope you come next week.
Oh, she's wonderful. We just love Ella. Thank you, Ella. Dom, what are your thoughts of today and our guests?
Yes, so today, definitely thank you all for coming. Georgia, Pamela, Adrian, and Kevin. It's nice to meet you, Georgia. It's wonderful to have these guests because I say this every single time. I'm going to say it again. I watch these videos 10 times over after each class, and I take down every single thing that you say and really try to just take it in. And today, I feel like I wasn't quite prepared, but I feel like I did the best I could with what I had. And I really did love all the advice I got and every single note. I'm going to put it in, and I'm hoping to actually record this for myself too.
Thank you, Dom. You're great. You're growing leaps and bounds each week if you watch the progress. Anybody watching this show live, go back to some of the other shows. Every one of these guys, they're growing. Let's go to Mila.
This is actually one of my favorite classes. I don't know, it was very inspiring and great performances. Thank you so much, you guys, for coming back and giving great feedback. I definitely feel like swapping characters on the spot is very valuable to be able, I think it's an important skill to be able to change characters like that. I'm not saying like I'm all doing it. I'm just saying that it's something that it's good to work on for me. And I loved watching Tony and Adrian act in the same video. I just wanted to see that. That was like pretty cool. And I was like, oh my God, they're just right. I don't know. It's just cool. It's like when you see your friend in a commercial, you're like, hello. You know them. But yeah, it was a great class. Thank you all so much. And I'll see you next week.
Thank you, Mila. You're very talented, multi-talented. Your music, I just love your music. By
Oh,
the way.
thank you for playing it.
Thank you. Avery, any comments on today and your guests and you being now one of our new young judges?
It's new, some new, but yeah, today was cool. I loved giving a little peace of mind. I always sit with thoughts in my head whenever I come to these classes and watch you guys perform, and it feels good to let it out. I don't know, it's just fun to pick around and give a little peace of mind, because I've been under Tony's wing for like 6 years, probably 7, and it's everything that I've digested from him, I'm now giving out to you, so it's fun.
Thank you, Avery. I owe you a paycheck now. That was a little testimonial. Thank you. Let's go to Kendall.
Hi.
Hi.
Judges, thank you so much for coming. Again, you guys always come every week, and I'm so grateful for your amazing feedback because you all are full of so much wisdom, and I love it so much. Thank you.
Thank you, Kendall. Thank you for running the stage for us, and you're very talented. So keep doing what you're doing. And congrats on Harvard. Oh my God. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing.
Thank you.
Kevin Gallagher, sir. Yeah. Any comments on the bit you caught?
Well, it was a lot of fun, as it always is, and I'm sorry it was so short, but I'm glad I made it at all.
We're glad to have you. You can watch it in the reruns, anyone watching.
Oh, yeah.
And,
Yeah.
let's go to Georgia.
I thought it was a wonderful show, and it definitely had a ton of fun. And I did actually watch the clip with you and Adrian the other day, and I didn't realize it was Adrian who was in there, and I kept watching him going, why does that guy look so familiar? And then when you played it today, I got it. I get the connection. You guys did wonderful. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
Come back anytime you want. We love your advice.
Thank you.
Adrian, you're a great actor. You really are. I know you're a director, editor, but you're an amazing actor.
Yeah.
Pamela, any comments? We love having you here, Pamela. Thank you.
First and foremost, I'm just so inspired by all of you guys. You guys are just so talented and passionate. And as Adrian was talking about before, and as Tony always hones in, it's that if you put the hard work in, your talent will always show through. But sometimes if the hard work doesn't pay off, that means that, you know, you're hiding your talent. And Mila, your voice is so beautiful and it's so soulful. Like there's so much, like you're such a beautiful girl physically, but you're like so beautiful inside and you have this deep soul to you. So I encourage you to keep singing. I was like blown away. I'm like, go girl! Like you are like a quadruple, like 10th threat, like everything. And
oh my God, you're just so
yeah, just so amazing. All of you guys are just so talented, and it just inspires me and to inspire my son. And you guys just keep living your dream. Keep like being you. Like do you. Like don't let anyone else. Like even what we say. Believe in yourself and do you. Because you guys are just all so phenomenal.
Thank you, Pamela. And last but not least, I don't think I forgot anybody, Adrian Carr, our director. Your comments.
Well, it's a new year, and watching you guys from how you've grown from last year, and Dominic, I mean, you're relatively new to me. So the way you play the harmonica, that's where your acting will go. You have the confidence, you know how long it took you to learn it. Well, you know, it's the same passion that you put into your acting, it'll come through. And Mila, your voice is just phenomenal. I mean, Pamela took the words out of my mouth, actually.
Thank you so much.
I mean, I'm going to go onto Spotify or wherever it is and check it all out.
Thank you.
And Avery, I can't wait to see you give more comments, because you're just a little bit older than they are, and you're able to bring something akin to their age group that we can't. You have a connection that we can't ever capture. And it'll be interesting to hear your comments because of the training you've had and the experiences you've had. And then, and to help you as a director, it's going to be great for your own growth. Those thoughts that you have in your head, I wish I could say this, I wish I could say that. Oh man, I think it's great that Tony's going to allow you to do that, because I think you're going to be a valuable part of this group.
Thank you.
Ella, just keep being you, and you know, just keep doing it. I mean, you're so adorable.
Thank you.
And you're a bright light.
Aww.
And you're talented beyond you don't realize how talented you are.
Oh, thanks.
And you're going to grow into it as you're going to start experiencing as you do more and more scenes. And Kendall, you're a master actress, you know, being able to do what Mila was doing earlier with running the show and performing. How many scenes did you do today?
3.
3?
Mm-hmm.
Duh. I mean, it's the fact that you can do all of that, and all of you with your school studies and how you're able to focus. It's a real tribute to, you know, your talents and your commitments. So, you know, I understand what it's like to do. I was doing night school and photography and directing and doing a day job at the same time. So I know what it's like, and the commitment and drive that you have to do that. And that's the only way you succeed in this business, is not giving up. But if it's your passion, you won't give up. You'll just keep doing it, because that's all there is. And Ethan, when you were talking earlier about your comments about the class, that's the voice. That's the voice I want to hear. When you listen to the playback and you hear you just talking to us, there's an adult voice in there. And that's what I was hoping to get to. And you did it just naturally. So there's something that happens, and I'm looking forward to what's going to happen in the next week or two to see you break out of that, because I think you will. I think it's just having the courage to do it. All right. But no, I'm committed to, as long as I can, I'll keep coming to the classes.
Thank you, Adrian. Yeah, we're all getting busy. I'm a producer. Who knows? I may have to take off and produce some shows that you guys are in. Ethan, we gave a save to Ella Grace because she pulled a monologue out of her hip pocket. You're a singer. Would you be willing to sing if I give you a 30-second save to bring you to next week?
Sure. I'll look for something.
Could you sing for us right now? Just hum a bar or two. He's got the choir boy voice. He sang with his mom on Broadway plays. They're not on Broadway, but they're Broadway plays. Could you just pull something out?
Yeah. Could I just look for about a minute?
All right, take a break. I'll say my comments, and then when I'm done, you'll sing us out, and then Kendall will wrap up the show like she always does. All right. So I put you guys on the spot. Beware, on Wednesdays, I will do that. You always need a monologue ready, comedic, dramatic. You need a scene that you're working on with a scene partner. If you have musical talent, have it ready if we ask for it, and we can showcase you. And then the industry that's watching right now can see the young talent. My job is to try to work with you all week long and get you ready for the showcase so that our coaches, judges, and experts can see if you'll take direction, because that's what we do in casting. And hopefully these kids, like our last group, 2020, a lot of those guys aren't here now because they're working. They're working on big Broadway, big like LOL shows with Reese, and Riker is becoming a huge influencer, and he's booking shows. He's auditioning for General Hospital. I mean, you know, Izzy's killing it. You know, so the Holden, these kids are using this platform and going off and being successful. So I don't know where else people are getting this opportunity during COVID, but if you guys want to check out BSA Live, just go to Instagram, BSA Live Instagram, leave a little comment. It's free. For the first one, it's free. Just show up. And from there, we'll talk about what it takes to develop your talent. So that's coming from me, Teacher Tony. And these guys, hopefully they'll come back when they can. And with that being said, Ethan, was that enough time for you? I don't want to give him too much time.
Hold on, just 10 seconds.
Don't get nervous. I'm not expecting an opera. I just want a little sample just to show our guests that you can sing.
Okay.
All right. Come on. Don't be nervous.
Okay.
I couldn't do what you're going to do right now. Not even a heartbeat. I wouldn't even attempt it. I don't even sing happy birthday. So the fact that you're going to do this is awesome.
Okay.
All right. Big round of applause for Ethan. Putting him on the spot. I'm really proud of you, brother.
I have often dreamed of a far-off place where a hero's welcome would be waiting for me, where the crowds will cheer when they see my face, and a voice keeps saying, "This is where I'm meant to be. I'll be there someday. I can go the distance. I will find my way. If I can be strong, I know every mile would be worth my while. When I go the distance, I'll be right where I belong."
Yeah, you did it. I'm so proud of you. You get a free pass to next week, Ethan. Yeah, very good. So he's got talent. He's got that voice. He's got the vibrato. He's got a real gift right there. So is everybody content? You guys want to wrap the show up? If everyone's done, just wave bye-bye to everybody. And you guys will see you next week. This is BSA Live. Kendall, take it away. Thanks for watching. So Kendall's going to take us over to the main stage. You guys, every week we're here, 6 o'clock PST time. I'm Teacher Tony. And take us to the screen share. What's going on, Kendall? It's not like we don't do this every week. All right, this is Kendall. Kendall did this for us. Mila did the opening, and Kendall did this piece.
Hey guys, it's Kendall. Thank you so much for watching the show. Please make sure you check out our BSA channel and like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.
Bye-bye, everybody. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Thank you.